You know those old premium tanks sitting there in your garage collecting dust? Well, I took one of mine out, the Super Pershing, and I actually got a good game with it. Hey Commanders, welcome back. A few weeks back, I was looking at some old premium tanks I don't play anymore, and that's when I came across one of the first premiums I ever got, way back in 2015, the Super Pershing. So I decided to take it out for a few games and see how it performs today. And honestly, it's still pretty solid. The preferential matchmaking is nice, you don't have to worry about tier 10s, and when you end up fighting lower tiers, they still struggle to pen you. Now, the Super Person was last buffed in update 1.12. That was 4 years ago, and since then, we've had a crazy number of new premium tanks added to the game. The buffs it got back then really made a difference. The engine power was increased, better turret traverse speed, and the dispersion on the move was reduced, so the gun handling isn't as derpy as it used to be. The tank still isn't amazing compared to newer premiums, but it's not bad either. The mobility is okay, the gun handling's fine, and the pen with AP and APCR gets the job done. In this battle, I'll be using mostly APCR just because I have the credits, but honestly, AP is usually enough for most tier 8 and below matchups. Out of the games I played, this one stood out the most, so let's get into it. As you can see, I'm on Ghost Town, with full tier 8 matchmaking. For equipment, I'm using Rammer, HP, and V-Stab. Since I no longer have an angle on the Emil, I switch focus to the T-34, one of the oldest premium tanks in the game. It really needs some love from Wargaming, but then again, so do a lot of tanks. I angle my armor a bit, and it works. I got better DPM, and I actually block a shot from the Indian Panzer playing in the classic bushes. I try a couple of blind shots into his position, not sure the first one connects, and I can see the splash from the second, so that's definitely a miss. Now, here's where I make a risky decision, and let me tell you why. We've got control of the town, but we can't really push their base unless we clear either the left or the right flank first. If we push too early, we're just going to walk into a crossfire. Our heavies are low on HP, and the only tanks healthy enough to make a move are the Astron on the right flank and me. But the Astron just went down, so it's really just me left. I decided it's worth risking a couple of shots from the Indian while crossing here, but I don't even get spotted, he's not paying attention this way. Meanwhile, my team pushes the right flank way too early, none of them had enough HP, and they just end up in a crossfire from the Indian. And notice the enemy lineup, 3 of them are in a platoon, which means they are probably communicating really well. I find the Emil, land a shot, and he's out of the game. The RHM is spotted, I hit him once, and looking back I should have used intuition and fire HE, that was a mistake. The SU is dead, and just like that, I'm in a 1 versus 3 situation. The reason I decided to push the Indian Panzer is because if I just sit there and let them all push me at the same time, there's no way I can win. I gotta take the risk and try to kill the Indian before they regroup. I get spotted. He hits me, but I get really lucky and I hit him on the move. Then the TL1 shows up, he hits his shot, and I completely miss mine. But I'm still focused on him because he's a one-shot. In situations like these, you have to take guns out. The Indian hits on the side of my turret, but that's fine, I still have enough HP. I need to keep pushing because I don't know where the other guy is. And there he is. I don't even look at him, I know he's low, and I need to finish the Indian first. I tried to face hug him, hoping he'll bounce, but he knows where to aim. Still, my reload is faster, and I take him out just before the RHM can get here. I quickly switch to HE with intuition, but my aim is a bit shaky and I don't pen. I keep reversing using the Indian strike for cover, and the RHM completely misses his shot. Now I know I got the advantage. I've got the high ground, I can use my turret, and I know my reload is faster. And just like that, I am able to win the battle. I got the Mastery Badge, High Caliber, first in experience, and first in damage. One of the blind shots hit the Indian Panzer, and I end up with 4k damage. And even with all the gold spam, I still walked away with credits. But that's because I was using personal reserves and some other bonuses were active at the time. And that's the game. I know it's not a Kolovanov's medal and that I got lucky, but I wasn't expecting to win a game like that, especially in a tank I haven't played in a while. So, I hope you liked the video and tell me, what's your forgotten premium tank? Let me know in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.